Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. I have always opined on this platform on many occasions that in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics just happen for the sake of it. Over the weekend, Edwin Sifuna and his brigades held a successful political rally in Kitengela. And after their successful rally in Kitengela, Sifuna and the group announced their next stop, Kakamega town.
Tunakaribisha mtoto wetu Edwin Sifuna Kimambusu kuja hapa Kakamega ili afanye mkutano wake wa amani na amalize kwa amani. Tunaomba yule mtu ambaye amesimamia hiyo mpango atafute sisi bodaboda viongozi, tukae atupe mpango ni wapi tutaanzia na ni wapi tunapeleka huyo mheshimiwa ili afanye nini, aendeshe mkutano wake, na sisi wenyewe tutakuwa tu security. Asumbukani ya kwamba anaenda kuchukua askari. Sisi wenyewe tutajitolea kwa security ya kuchunga mtoto wetu ili afanye mkutano kwa njia ya amani, tena amalize kwa njia ya amani.
Mimi nataka kuambia Mheshimiwa Ruto, tumeona wakati Sifuna amepanga mkutano kuja Kakamega tarehe 21 na wewe umepanga mkutano yako ya Kolongolongo tarehe 22 unataka kukuja hapa. Umekutana na wabunge kutoka Kakamega mzima, mnapanga vile mta-counter effect ya Sifuna hapa Kakamega. Mheshimiwa Ruto, mimi nakuambia kitu moja. Huwezi ukafinya muharo na kidole kimoja. Mkutano ya Sifuna ni kama muharo ambayo imefika. Mtu amekula maharagwe amechanganya na samaki. Kama ni kuhara atahara tu. Atafunike na vidole bado muharo itapita.
And the move to announce Kakamega as their next stop caused huge political panic in William Ruto and broad-based government. And two things happened immediately. The first thing which happened is that President William Ruto hurriedly convened a meeting with Kakamega members of parliament. And it was very clear from the photos which were shared that that meeting was actually not planned. From the dressing code there, you can easily conclude that these MPs were just called to State House. We uko wapi? Niko Ngara. 1 hour 30 minutes. Kuja State House. We uko wapi? Nika around Parliament building. We kuja State House. And that's why they were dressed like that. The truth is, if this meeting had been planned, these guys would have been in their best suits. So that's the first thing which happened. And the truth is, William Ruto convened that meeting as a part of his reaction to this Kakamega rally, which confirms one thing, that either William Ruto is in panic or is worried about the move to hold the rally in Kakamega. The second thing which happened is that ODM party allied to Oburu Odinga also announced another political event in Siaya. And the truth of the matter is that the event in Siaya is actually intended to counter the event in Kakamega. And I can assure you that event in Siaya is going to be massive. I know why. But William Ruto is worried. And William Ruto is actually in panic over this rally in Kakamega. And William Ruto is going to try to do everything possible within his powers to try to ensure that that rally might not succeed fully the way he wants it. But the truth of the matter is that William Ruto is in panic about this rally in Kakamega. In this video, I want to reveal to you guys why William Ruto is actually worried about this particular event. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, This is why William Ruto is worried about this meeting. Number one, William Ruto has his allies from the Luhya nation. That is Moses Maseka Wetangula and Musalia Mudavadi. Sifuna and Otsosi are actually making Wetangula and Mudavadi irrelevant politically speaking. And Ruto is worried because he has intelligence. For Wetangula and Mudavadi to remain politically relevant to Ruto, the Kakamega event must succeed. Which means if there are people who could disrupt that event, they must tell those people that stay, let that event go on. So they'll allow this event to go on or even support it indirectly, that is Wetangula and Mudavadi, so that this event will be successful. Then they will go and tell William Ruto that, you see, these guys are taking over. You have to empower us. We have to now go back to the ground. So politically speaking, Mudavadi and Weta would want this event to succeed. But if this event succeeds, it's going to send a wrong signal to William Ruto and the broad-based government. Because remember, Wetangula and Mudavadi are no longer playing the major role they used to play for Ruto in 2022. That's number one. Number two, why Ruto and the team are worried is because of the ODM factor in 2027 and William Ruto's game plan. William Ruto entered into broad-based arrangement with Raila Odinga, and the intention was simple. He wanted Raila Odinga to support him. And remember, William Ruto engineered the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. And after that impeachment, the mountain rebelled against William Ruto. So William Ruto is banking, or was banking, while Raila Odinga was still alive, on the support of ODM party. And not just ODM party. Ruto was banking, William Ruto is banking his re-election on the votes he's likely to get. Not from any other place, but from the Luhya nation. Now Raila is not there. Then we are seeing two senior officials of ODM party. Because Sifuna is the SG of the party. Ososi is one of the deputy party leaders of the party. Senior most party leaders or party officials. And these individuals are rebelling. And they are going along with their supporters. So they are disrupting the equation for Ruto in the Luhya nation. Because remember, the other week, William Ruto organized a committee of governors. And when they were in Busia, this group were also somewhere. Their impact were never felt. Ruto has even gone further to appoint Losaka and Ayub Savula to start campaigning for him in the Luhya nation. The two are still facing rejection. So Ruto's hope of banking on ODM support base from the Luhya nation is being disrupted by Sifuna and Otsosi. If you are the president, what would you do? Because remember, Sifuna is one of the most popular individuals in ODM party today. And because of the sympathy he's enjoying currently, he's running away with the people. Otsosi is also one of the most hardworking ODM officials at the national level. Because when he was appointed as the deputy party leader, he's the only deputy party leader who organized meetings with the officials at the county level, especially from the Luhya nation. So they are likely to lock William Ruto out if this rally will succeed. Because if this rally is going to succeed, perceptionally, Sifuna and Otsosi will be the face of Luhya politics. Not Mudavadi, not Weta, and of course, not Oparanya. Which brings me to my third reason why Ruto is actually monitoring the events in Kakamega keenly. There is the spiral effect of Luhya politics to Nyanza. In fact, let me just explain to you guys this. By the way, before I explain that, allow me to take this opportunity to introduce you guys to BRICS Solutions. BRICS Solutions is your number one partner in software solutions, CCTV installation, website development, and structured cabling. Currently, they have one of the best point of sale softwares in the market. And they've added another product, petrol station management softwares, with all these features you are seeing on your screen. The best thing you can do is to contact them on the numbers you are seeing on the screen for live demonstrations, or you could visit their website for more information. Ladies and gentlemen, I was saying that if you've been studying the lawyer politics and the law politics, there's a way they've always voted almost in a similar way. In Nairobi, the laws and the lawyers, they always combine forces. Again, even in the lawyer politics here, because of intermarriages and the borders, they always vote together. That's a fact. So after the last election, William Ruto wanted, before the broad-based government, William Ruto wanted to win the support of the lawyer nation. He tried, he could not, because the lawyer nations were fully in ODM party. Raila was still alive. Then he went to Raila. The reason why Ruto went to Raila, he knew that by bagging Raila Odinga, it was going to be possible to be embraced by the lawyer nation. So the fear is that if this group will hold a successful political rally in Kakamega, the spiral effect will spread up to Nyanza. So that if they leave Kakamega, they can decide that our next stop is going to be Kisumu, or it's going to be Kakamega, or it's going to be in Migori. So that is the fear, the spiral effect. And of course, there is also the Nairobi politics. In fact, I was talking to somebody that the person who is likely to control Nairobi politics now is Rigathi Gachagua. Because politics is a game of numbers. If Rigathi Gachagua were to support Kalonzo, and Kalonzo advises the Kambas to vote for Rigathi Gachagua's candidates in Nairobi, shida tupu. And William Ruto understands that for him to manage Nairobi politics, he must have a united Luo nation and Luhya nation. From all indications, that might not happen, because Sifuna and his brother Sisi, the deputy party leader, are going with the people. Kakamega is going to send that signal. If Kakamega is going to be massive, I can assure you, political realignments are going to start taking shape. But if it will flop, then again, William Ruto will at least be happy. And importantly, Kakamega County has always been the bedrock of ODM party. But there's a problem in Kakamega. The governor is fighting with Oparanya. So which means it's going to be possible for one camp to undermine the other. Or the people might just decide that we are tired with Oparanya and we are tired with Governor Barasa and their fight. So they're likely to embrace this camp. Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto is not ordinary politician. He's very shrewd. So I'm going to wait to see how he's going to navigate this Kakamega rally. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.